constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 20 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. But what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the grab. It's Simon. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Gonna run it. It's Simon. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Start the drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Fighting off the defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Syracuse will send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. With the catch, it's Simon. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Plows through the defense. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Bunch formation for these receivers. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Finds his man. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The thing that made that play work is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught it.
And, Reese, you see more and more of this in college football. Taking the backs and using them as weapons, right? Getting them out in space as much as possible. Get them matched up on a linebacker where I can now run a route where I sell it outside, cut it inside, and I win.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Orange. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas. When you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third down, he drops to throw. The sure hands, it's Perez. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Perez. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll go to the air on third and short. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The give to the single back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line.
Turning it on! And just dusted the field. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over UAB. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The short hands, it's Morton. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hand.
Looking for a huge play. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish.
Black 24. Black 24. Griffin. Griffin.
Touchdown, Longhorn! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for us. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cut.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He wants to change this route. Going right to work up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. With the catch, it's Realest. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive going to the air. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. And just
breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks. Here's the handoff. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hit as he throws. That's caught. It's Morton. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. And he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Rushes on him. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Power stroke. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. But this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own. So you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's McNabb. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. Sometimes you think you've got a free play, and then you mess it up with a negative one.
Yeah, and I get the aggressiveness. 3rd and inches, you know you can go for it on 4th down, but the defense wasn't fooled. They were ready, got the big sack, and now 4th down becomes a little more interesting.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Longhorn! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this team's belief in their self. I love the way they respond. Listen, you're playing against a ranked team, a perceived better team. You get down early, but you don't quit, Jesse. You keep fighting. And they took the lead in this football game. You talk about heart and belief, they got it.
You're absolutely right, David. And that's one of the things this coaching staff is always harping on this team about. You play until there's zeros on the clock. You keep fighting. It doesn't matter how much you get down by. Play the next play, and they slowly but surely have scratched and clawed their way right back into this game.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that 2nd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Finds him out of the backfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Syracuse right back at it. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
All right, 4th quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick, and that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Realest. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
zone here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Touchdown, Cuse! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. West Virginia is running away with this one. Give that O an A+, and belt out another verse of Country Roads. They're up 14 over Ohio. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds his man. It's Jackson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the ground. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you are.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
On target to the left. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense tries to run and unsuccessful. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
The play-action fake. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 40. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Syracuse. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
The kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to...
Looking deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.